just realized something really cool. Well, actually, two really cool things. So, today I recorded a video and posted on Facebook sharing the news, sharing everything for the people who, I hadn't reached out to yet to tell because there's a limited amount of people that I can reach out to. Like, I can't reach out to every single person I've ever met to tell them the news. So, I reached out to closest friends and family and everyone else. I just kind of created this video post to explain the news and share everything. And as a result of this, one of my friends went and created a GoFundMe campaign for me. And the title of that campaign was, I don't remember the exact wording, but it was something along the lines of Sauver Guillaume du cancer, which means save Guillaume from cancer. But the thing is, my last name is Sauvé, which means saved in English. And just seeing it flip like that, just seeing it worded in a different order, kind of made it jump out at me and made it stand out. I'm like, wait, my last name is saved. Like, of course, I've known this my entire life and I've made a bunch of jokes about it throughout my life, but it hadn't occurred to me in the last month. Ever since I found out that I could have cancer, it's only when I saw it and in that moment it just like clicked, like, holy crap, my last name is saved. I am already saved. I don't need to worry about anything. I've been saved ever since I was born. So that was a couple hours ago. And then maybe 10 minutes ago, I was talking with my friend and he said something and it just kind of once again had that click moment and it jumped out at me. And it was the realization that I've been preparing for this for years and years and years. I already realized, I already knew I manifested this, even though it's not what I would have chosen. It's subconsciously what I wanted my entire life. An insane, like, challenge to overcome. Like people who have super difficult childhoods and then overcome that to accomplish something amazing. And I always looked at those people and envied them because, I had a relatively normal, happy childhood. And I'm just like, oh man, like I wish there was that epic challenge that I had to overcome. So it would force me to transform. And I've always kind of craved that. And of course, I didn't want it to take this form. And now I wish that it would have happened differently. But, I did manifest this in one way or another. So that I already knew. But it's only today when I realized, oh, hold on, I've been preparing for this for the last few years. Because the thing is, in the last couple of years, last 3 to 4 years, I've really been going through this process of falling in love with fear, overcoming my challenges, pushing myself to my very limits. Like 2 years ago when I ran an ultramarathon with almost no training. Last year when I tried to walk 100 kilometers in 24 hours, isolating myself in complete darkness for 5 days. Those types of challenges was me trying to push myself to my limit to see how far I would go before I either broke or gave up. And the problem with those challenges was it was artificially manufactured. So there was no consequence for me giving up, which is why I failed a lot of those challenges. But those challenges were me preparing myself for this experience. Because now I'm in a situation where it's the most extreme, the most epic challenge of my entire life. And there is nothing I can do about it. I'm going to need to do this no matter what. And if I don't, if I fail, I'm literally going to die. So it's the ultimate challenge. And now that I look back, I'm like, holy crap, I've been preparing for this without knowing it. Like subconsciously, deep down, I must have known it because otherwise I wouldn't have done this. But if I look at those two things that I realized today and combine them together, like, holy shit, I've been preparing for this for multiple years. And I have been saved since my birth. I'm already saved. So it's like, I know I'm going to overcome this challenge. I know it's going to push me to my very limit. I know it's going to be the most intense thing I've ever done in my life. But I already know that I'm going to overcome it. And that's the sense of clarity that I've been seeking lately. Because the first day that I found out, like, oh, okay, it's official, 100% sure you have cancer. It's a really type of cancer, a rare type of cancer, and it's stage 4. That day, I was just like relieved, like, yes, finally, I know what it is. Let's start planning. Let's start taking action. Let's overcome this. There was no doubt in my mind that I would overcome it. Then the next day when I spoke to the oncologist and he gave me all those stats of like, 60% odds of working for the treatment. There is no cure. If you do nothing, you'll be dead in 60 days. 10% chance of making it to 5 years, basically 0 of 10. It's like, that scared the crap out of me. And that certainty of I'm going to overcome it from the day before kind of got shattered. It was still there. I still refused to give up. I still was going to do everything I could to overcome it. And I've tried to cultivate that over the last couple of days. But during the day, everything's fine. You know, I'm living life, having fun, spending time with friends and everything. And then at the end of the day, my brain just like click turns on and just will not shut up. And it's very difficult for me to be positive in that situation. There kept being that fluctuation there in the last couple of days. But now that I made those two realizations and connected them together, that sense of fear and doubt and uncertainty, it's fucking gone. Because I know I have been preparing for this. I'm the most prepared for this challenge that I ever could be. And my last name tells me that I've already been saved. All I need to do is just do what I've been preparing to do. To live the most me version of myself. And if I do that, if I just embrace myself fully, embrace this journey fully, all the ups, all the downs, I know deep down inside me that I'm going to be okay. And I just need to keep focusing on that, keep connecting on that. And not only is this going to be okay, but it's going to completely transform my life. It's going to transform who I am and turn me into not just a better version of myself, but into the version of myself that I was always meant to be, that version of myself that I always tried to become. And I always felt like I fell short. And it's just, there's something magical about this. Before there was kind of this sensation of like, oh man, like I need to fight. I can't give up. Like I need to try my best. That way, no matter what happens, at least I know I didn't like fail. At least I know I tried to go all out. But now it's like, ooh, this is the challenge I've been waiting for my entire life. Let's go fucking do it. Like there's a sense of excitement, not a sense of begrudging and a sense of, oh man, I gotta fucking do this. So it's just a complete shift in attitude. And it feels amazing. It feels liberating. It feels transformative. So thank you to both of those friends who allowed me to have that realization. Thank you to the universe, to life in general, everything that had to happen for me to be here in this moment, to have this realization, to have this experience, and just live life to the fullest. It's so amazing. So thank you to everyone and everything that played a part in this. I truly, truly appreciate it.